Hello guys, I'm back here again for another week of principles, DSA principles. Now, I don't know if you saw last week's principle, but I started a talk that I didn't finish. How to use the power of love to bring about development, national development. That we could actually use this term, this word that we're all familiar with. Everybody knows what love is. Everybody's talking about love. But we've not always used it, and we've not always been maximizing it in terms of national growth. So the point I'm making is that we could actually use love to grow our economy. We could use love to bring about national development. We could use the power of love to bring about civilization. We could use the power of love to bring about development. And I've given 2 points about how we could use the power of love to bring about development. Now today, I'm going to give you 2 more points, maybe 3 points, maybe. I'm going to give you some more points on how to use the power of love to bring about development in your nation, in your country. But I'm more particular about Nigeria, about Africa. Now, point number 1 today. How do we use love to bring about development? Love is about interdependency. Love is about mutual dependency. So, if we want growth in any nation, because there is no nation where only one individual is living in the whole country, there will be no life without interdependency. There will be no life without mutual dependency. So, and for mutual existence to be possible, coexistence either in the family or in the neighborhood or in the nation, the principle of love is essential, because there is no way interdependency, coexistence is possible without love. Love is the basis of coexistence. Love is the foundation and foundation of coexistence and mutual existence. So coexistence is not possible. Let's talk about nation now. On the national level, without us teaching and changing the psyche of the whole nation about the need for coexistence and mutual honor. Mutual honor. So the way love can be used to bring about development is that we must educate our whole populace, our whole nation, that we as citizens of this country, we are many and we are all different. Learn to respect the difference of every other person. Every other person is unique, and you are not alone here. And because you are not alone here, you need to coexist with other people. And the basis for you to coexist with them is to love them. And the first principle I'm using is the principle of you need me, I need you. I need you, you need me. We must emphasize more to people that everybody has something to contribute to another person. For example, the reason why we're having the Biafra conflict that we're having is because the Biafra people who are agitating for Biafra, they are thinking that I don't need you. You don't need me. I want to go on my own. There is no understanding of love. The Yoruba people who want to do the same thing and go away, they are thinking, I will be by myself. I will live on my own. And I don't need you, you don't need me. But what they don't know is that when they have a whole country just full of Yorubas, they will still need to learn that lesson. Because even in your own family, for example, we first of all go out of the Yoruba will get their own country. Go away from Biafra and go away from, Hausa people, and go away from the Niger Deltas, and go away from the Benin people, and go away from the Middle Belt people. And then you think, oh, now we are going to enjoy life. Then you discover that, well, among the Yoruba nation, not everybody is Ijesha, not everybody is Ibadan, not everybody is Oyo, not everybody is Ijebu, not everybody is Ekiti. Now another headache has started. So now what's the problem? Because the Ekitis always want to prove themselves to be wise. Then the Jebus are always trying to be shrewd in their businesses, and everybody. So and then the Jebus are taking over Lagos. Then the Jebus are taking over Ibadan. Then the Ibadan are taking over Lagos. Then everybody, you have another crisis in your hand. And the crisis is not because of the people. The crisis is because of the principles we have not learned. The principles of love. You can never live with anybody else if you don't learn these principles. In the countries of Europe, they used to be divided like this. It took them 500 years to learn this lesson. Now, after they were divided, first of all, then they are now coming together. They came to a place whereby all the countries that were divided before are now coming back again. Why? Because there is no progress where there is division. There is no progress where there is no mutual understanding. So right now, the whole world is building a world and community whereby everybody wants to be united. Everybody wants to be united. Because life, and if we don't learn from history, we will only repeat the history. We could go to war, because if you discover that even we're now among the Yoruba people, then you say, okay, the Oyo people will be separated, the Osun people will be separated. And then by the time you are on your own, you discover that the neighborhood will be fighting against the village will be fighting, the city will be fighting. We still need to learn the law. Then even if you become the only family and only clan left, you discover that your senior brother is thinking differently than you, and your sister and the husband, they are totally crazy. They are not exactly what like you're thinking. Now your own clan will have to be divided, because we have to right now, even your own family, you become the only one in the family. Then you discover that your son is not listening to you. Oh, your daughter wants to marry the wrong person. Oh, then you don't even, it's not even following the. See, it's not about people, and it's not about citizens. It's about the law of love. A nation must be taught. But as far as I'm concerned, when I'm in Africa, when I was in Africa, and as far as I know, we still don't understand the concept of love. The message of love for each other and to tolerate and receive each other is not being propagated enough. We are not emphasizing it like, for example, the way Rwanda has emphasized it, or the way South Africa has emphasized it, after they had their own massacre as well. And then, after, of course, Rwanda was after their massacre. So why should we have experienced massacre before we begin to learn the message of love? Jesus already paid the price, and he has already come to teach us about that this is the only principle that life could function on. The whole earth could only function upon this principle. When you begin to know that I just don't need myself, I need you just as much as you need me. If I am not seeing what you could contribute to me, it's because I've been taught wrongly. I'm blind. If you are not seeing what I could contribute to you, it's not my fault. It's because you have a warped value system. So the whole country must be taught about the need for each other, the mutual dependency, the mutual need for each other. If we could teach ourselves that way, then we will always honor, because I know I need something from you, and you know you need something from me, and we will treat each other accordingly. That brings about harmony, that brings about respect, that brings about honor, and the need to support each other. Because if I support you to get what you need, you support me to get what I need, and that way we'll all grow as a nation. That's one point. That love could help us to bring about growth and development. Second 2 points that I want to give to you. Love is not just talking about benefits. Love talks about benefit, and love also talks about responsibilities. So love is, there is nothing like unconditional love. Okay, I'm just going to love you, and then you don't give me anything back. It's just like saying a man that tells you, I know men use this word a lot to win women to their side. They say, I love you, unconditional love. It's my own love, it's just unconditional love. Then I remember when I was growing up in secondary school, they used to sing, I don't know who sang that song, but it's like, give me your unconditional love. Yeah, that was a song. And we used to like it. I said, oh, wow, that's the kind of love that I want. Every man will say, I want a girl that will love me unconditionally. The only thing we didn't know was that all the girls were also all the girls were also looking for somebody who was going to love them unconditionally. So it's just like saying that you come to a girl and you say, I love you unconditionally. They say, oh yeah, wow. Then she says, I don't want to go out today. She says, I love you unconditionally. I don't want to make my hair. No problem, I love you unconditionally. Then you say, okay, we are going to marry. Okay, we marry. I don't want to sleep with you. Well, I love you unconditionally. 1 year I will not sleep with you. Yes, I love you unconditionally. 2 years, yeah, I love you unconditionally. You think any man will survive it? You think any man will survive that? You think any man will survive that? I'm not sure I'm going to be able to survive that. The same thing. If a girl says, I love this man unconditionally, then he will not go out with her. You will not, say I love her. You will not say you love her. You will not tell her anything good. You will not, love entails in a mutual right and mutual responsibilities. So when we live in a country, we must let people know that every citizen has responsibility before other citizens, which means I don't do things that will irritate other people. As a group of people and as individual, I should not do anything to irritate my neighbor. I am responsible for my neighbor's peace, just as much as that my neighbor is responsible for my own peace. I am responsible for the freedom, for the right to practice his religion, anybody to practice their religion, just like they are responsible for the right for me to practice my own religion. I am responsible to work and bring about produce and services, and bring about productivity to the country, and bring about growth to the country, just like other people are working also to bring about more products, more services, so that we could all have abundance as a nation. We're having mutual responsibilities. I'm responsible to keep the economy growing, just like they have responsibility to keep the economy growing from their own side. I'm responsible for producing what I can and doing my best in any area. I'm responsible to be a good doctor, so that when my neighbor comes to me, I don't kill him or her. So also, she's responsible to be a good cook and have a good restaurant, so that when I go to the restaurant, she doesn't kill me also by putting something there. Everybody, mutual responsibility must be taught and must be propagated in all life. That is love. That is based on love. And when everybody is giving their best, thinking not just of their interest, not just of how much I'm going to get from him, not that I'm getting you to build my house for me, and then you just do a good job, and then I need to build it again. There's no love there, because then you took the money and then the service is bad. So that's what happens when there is no love in the society. When you want to quickly just do something quickly just to get money and deceive people, because there is no love that is being taught. But when we teach love on a high level in any society or in any community as a whole, every citizen will know that I am responsible for what I do. What I do affects another person, and because what I do can affect other people, and what they do affect me, I have to do everything in a way that nobody will ever have to complain. Nobody will ever have to be in pain because of my actions, and they too. But more than that, if any of that thing happen, that people are inconsiderate to other people's feelings and other people's duties and responsibilities, then there must be punishment. There must be punishment and penalty. So when we, first of all, have educated the whole country that love is our law, love is our only rule, love is our only love, that when we live by love, everybody enjoys, everybody is happy, there is harmony, there is tranquility, and there is progress and growth. But if you choose not to follow that rule, then you will answer before the law of the land. That is all for now that I have time for. I will continue next week. Blessings. Hello everybody, DSA here. I would like us to spread this word together. Let the gospel of the kingdom conquer the world. We only need you to help us take 5 simple steps. What are these steps? 1, go ahead and like the video, please, if you have not yet done that. Number 2, we need you to subscribe to this channel. Have you yet subscribed? You not yet done it? Go do it now. Number 3, you need to press and click on that bell. You see the bell there? That will give you notification of every video that we do. Then the next thing you need to do, write your comments. Let's know what you think, good or bad. And then of course you have other platforms like Instagram, like Facebook. Share this video on your other platforms. All right?